A solitary black crow perches on a stark, bare branch, a silhouette against the overcast sky. Melancholy piano notes drift through the air, mirroring the desolate scene. The crow remains still, its dark feathers ruffled slightly by the wind. It lowers its head, a posture of profound sadness evident in its every feather. The gray sky looms, amplifying the sense of loneliness and despair. A close-up reveals the crow's downcast eyes, reflecting a deep, unspoken sorrow. A single spotlight cuts through the darkness, illuminating a bare stage, silent and expectant. From the void, a disembodied voice emerges, resonating with the weight of untold stories. Narrator, Theo. If you are not satisfied with your life, if you feel like everyone else has it better than you, the voice promises a tale of transformation, a glimmer of hope in the vast emptiness. Narrator, VO. Then watch this story until the end. This is the story of a crow who felt exactly the same way. The spotlight seems to intensify, awaiting the unfolding drama, the pivotal meeting that would change everything. A solitary crow, black against the pale sky, clings to a bare branch. The stark tree stands alone, a silent sentinel in the desolate landscape. A single tear forms, a glistening jewel against the crow's dark feathers. The tear traces a lonely path down its face, a silent testament to sorrow. The crow remains motionless, a poignant symbol of grief under the cold, watchful sky. Beneath a bare tree, a wise monk meditates, his serenity a stark contrast to the stark landscape. A single tear escapes, tracing a path through the wrinkles etched by time and wisdom. The tear falls, a silent testament to burdens carried and sacrifices made. A gentle, magical chime resonates, a fleeting moment of peace amidst silent sorrow. Beneath a stark, bare tree against a pale sky, a solitary monk is seated in quiet contemplation. Slowly, with a serene calm, the monk's eyes begin to open, revealing a deep sense of inner peace. His gaze lifts gently, drawn upward towards the stark branches reaching towards the sky. A lone crow perches silently on a branch above, an enigmatic observer in the quiet scene. The monk's eyes meet the crow's, a silent exchange in the stillness beneath the bare tree. Sunlight paints the temple in gold, dust motes swirling in the sacred space. An ancient monk kneels, his serenity a stark contrast to the child's quiet sobs. Tears stream down the child's face, a river of sorrow in the tranquil temple. The monk's gentle gaze softens as he seeks to comfort the distressed child. Little one, why are you crying? The monk's voice, a soft whisper in the hallowed hall. The monk extends a comforting hand, his wrinkled skin a map of wisdom and compassion. A lone, bare tree stands stark against the gray sky, its branches reaching like skeletal fingers. A crow, black as night, perches atop the highest branch, its obsidian eyes gleaming. The crow cocks its head, a silent observer of the world below, a harbinger of secrets. A sudden gust of wind rustles through the branches, and the crow takes flight, disappearing into the vast sky. A lone crow perches atop a withered scarecrow, its black feathers ruffled by the wind, a stark figure against the desolate field. The crow's dark eyes, filled with sorrow, scan the empty expanse under the oppressive gray sky. A picture of utter loneliness. "Oh, wise one, I am so unhappy," the crow laments, its voice a mournful echo in the vast emptiness. "Death would be better than this miserable life," it cries, a desperate plea against the backdrop of the lonely field. Under the stark branches of a bare tree, the monk listens intently, his features etched with profound empathy. The winter light casts long shadows as he absorbs the unheard story, his stillness a stark contrast to the bare tree. A gentle smile graces his lips, a silent offering of solace and understanding in the face of unseen burdens. His eyes, deep pools of compassion, reflect a world of unspoken sorrows and quiet resilience. The bare tree stands as a silent witness to this exchange of empathy, its branches reaching towards the heavens. In the quiet stillness of the day, the monk's compassion radiates, a beacon of hope amidst the stark landscape. Sunlight paints the monastery in gold, as dust motes dance. A serene monk sits in meditation, a picture of inner peace. Perched on the windowsill, a crow watches the monk with keen eyes, an unspoken observer in the tranquil space. The monk speaks, his voice calm and resonant. We must learn to find happiness in our own skin. But the narrator says, the crow just shakes its head, not understanding. A bare tree stands stark against the pale sky, its branches reaching like skeletal fingers. A solitary crow perches on a high branch, its black feathers ruffled by the wind. The crow's dark eyes, gleaming like tiny beads, reflect the bleakness of the landscape. Suddenly, a flicker of light ignites within the crow's eyes, a spark of unexpected hope. The crow shifts, its gaze fixed on something unseen, a silent promise in its intense stare. A lone monk stands in silent contemplation beneath a bare tree, its branches reaching towards the pale, indifferent sky. The wind whispers secrets through the tree's skeletal limbs, a mournful song only the monk seems to hear. His robes flutter in the breeze, his face a mask of serene detachment as nature's symphony surrounds him. He breaks the silence with a calm, measured tone, his words carrying the weight of ancient wisdom. I will, he declares, a promise hanging in the cold air, directed towards an unseen presence. But first, go and ask a swan if it is happy, he adds, his cryptic words echoing the wind's enigmatic song. A crow takes flight, its echoing caw breaking the silence. The camera sweeps across a tranquil, sun-drenched landscape. A serene pond mirrors the sky, its surface undisturbed. A solitary white swan graces the water, its movements fluid. Sunlight dances on the water, highlighting the swan's elegance. The swan glides effortlessly, a vision of pure serenity. Sunlight paints the forest floor as a lone crow perches high, its obsidian feathers shimmering in the dappled light. The crow's sharp gaze pierces through the leaves, drawn to an unseen presence. With a hopeful croak, the crow calls out, its voice echoing through the trees. You are so beautiful. You must be the happiest bird in the world. The crow cries out, its words filled with longing. In a vibrant world, a lone swan stands, its white plumage a stark contrast to the exotic flora. The swan appears melancholic, its gaze fixed on the distant horizon, a sense of longing in its eyes. Happy? No, the swan laments, its voice echoing softly in the colorful expanse. My white color is so plain. I think the parrot, with its vibrant feathers, is the happiest. A crow soars through the bright sky, its dark silhouette a stark contrast against the endless blue. Below, a lush green forest stretches, a vibrant tapestry of life teeming with untold stories. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy, painting dappled patterns on the forest floor. A flash of color, a parrot perches regally on a branch, its plumage a jewel amidst the green. Lost in its own world, the parrot meticulously preens its feathers, oblivious to the crow above. Sunlight dapples through the forest canopy, painting the scene in shifting light and shadow. A vibrant parrot, a jewel amidst the green, perches gracefully on a branch. Nearby, a ruffled crow lands heavily, its dark silhouette stark against the sunlit leaves. The crow's voice breaks the forest silence. Parrot, you are so colorful. You must be so happy. The parrot cocks its head, regarding the crow with an unreadable expression. An emerald and scarlet parrot nervously preens, its vibrant plumage a stark contrast to its palpable anxiety. The parrot's eyes dart around, reflecting a deep-seated fear in the still, heavy air. Happy? I live in constant fear, the parrot cries, its voice echoing in the unknown location. I think the peacock is the happiest, the parrot laments, its dread amplifying the silence. A lone crow descends, its shadow falling over the bustling zoo. Perched on a high branch, the crow observes the colorful spectacle below. A peacock struts proudly, its iridescent plumage shimmering in the sunlight. Visitors flock to the enclosure, their cameras capturing the bird's vibrant display. The air buzzes with excitement as the peacock spreads its magnificent tail. Children point and gasp, mesmerized by the peacock's radiant beauty. As the sun dips, long shadows stretch across the deserted zoo, the silence amplifying the emptiness. An unnatural quiet descends, broken only by the distant calls of unseen creatures. A lone crow, bold and curious, hops closer to the ornate peacock enclosure. Its beady eyes gleam with an unknown interest, drawn by the vibrant colors within. The air hangs heavy with the scent of foliage and damp earth, a primal aroma. The empty pathways hint at forgotten stories, the ghosts of laughter and wonder lingering. Sunlight paints the forest floor as a lone crow observes the world from its perch. Below, a peacock struts, its iridescent plumage a dazzling spectacle in the dappled light. The crow's dark eyes follow every step of the peacock, curiosity and envy swirling within. The crow, a shadow against the sunlit leaves, watches the peacock parade below. The crow's voice echoes through the trees, a question hanging in the air. Peacock, you are the most beautiful. Thousands admire you. You are the happiest, right? Sunlight barely touches the peacock's cage, highlighting iridescent feathers. The peacock paces restlessly, its vibrant plumage a stark contrast to its gilded prison. Look at this cage. My beauty is my prison, the peacock cries, its voice filled with sorrow. People pluck my feathers, and it hurts. I am not happy, it laments, trapped in its beautiful cage. A crow confronts a peacock, whose vibrant feathers shimmer under the sun, a dazzling display of nature's artistry. Then, who is the happiest bird in the world? The crow asks, his dark eyes reflecting a deep curiosity. I have watched every bird. It is you, the crow, the peacock declares. You are free. The crow, now enlightened, lands before the monk, standing tall. I am happy to be me.